Hi, Chris Araga. I want to talk about voting in relation to democracy as a note to agitators because I think we agitators need to enlighten the masses. We need to explain this in a way the masses can understand. I'm going to use this illustration to hopefully make it clearer and hopefully help in making the work easier. Now, in a properly functioning democracy, votes are, the votes are the things that you invest. And here is how it should work in a properly functioning democracy. So, let's assume it's an electionary year. We select people, or the party select people for us to vote for. So they select the people, and so let's assume this is select a guy called Politica and Politico. Okay, so these are the two people contesting to represent us in the houses of parliament or in the National Assembly. So what happens is that they then campaign. They tell us what they're going to do. So they campaign. So tell us what they're going to do if we give them the power to go to the houses of assembly, be governors, be state legislators. Okay. So they campaign and then we give them the power because the people have got the power. So we give them the power, right? So the person who has the most vote then goes off to the place where they can exercise that power. And when they exercise the power, there's an outcome called the dividend of, as Nigerians like to call it. So there's a dividend, it's dividends of democracy. And then the thing with the dividends of democracy is that it is the dividend of that comes out of your vote. Okay? So you vote, your vote is the investment, and that investment will yield dividend, and that dividend will come to you. So the Politico or Politica who's here makes decisions, i.e., when they're here and they put up their hands, I am putting up my hands. We are putting up our hands. The reason being, we cannot all go to the houses of parliament. We cannot all go to the National Assembly. We cannot all be governors. And so that's why we've selected two people out of us. Tell us what you're going to do. Okay, we think you're going to be better. We give you the power. We've got the power. We give you the power. You go to the houses of assembly or go to the houses where power is exercised, where power is broken. And then you go to this, you use the power to bring benefit to us. Okay, so the thing with the benefit is that we say to you, when you make decision and the decision is a good one, we will benefit from it. If it's a bad one, we will bear the pain just with you. But the advantage to you is that even when there's pain, you get salary. When it's good, you get salary. So I call the good bit, I called it enjoyment. Okay? So when there is enjoyment as a dividend of democracy, we'll enjoy it. But when there's negative, I call it pain and suffering. There's pain and suffering. Now, that is what should happen in a properly functioning democracy. Well, how does it happen today? And this is what we need to tell people to stop playing. They need to stop doing this. What happens is that Politica here can come with some benefits. So he can come with, rather than this enjoyment, he would come with money. Okay? He'll come with money, and someone has called this the stomach infrastructure. Okay, so come with stomach infrastructure. Right. So in this stomach infrastructure, there are dollars, there are pounds, and plenty of naira. Along with this, there are products called RICE, and sometimes you get that as well. Okay. Now, so they bring, so Politica can bring some of this, okay, to the people. Okay. Now, the problem with this is that there's a small print here. What Politica is buying from you, because when there's an exchange of money, there's an exchange of product. What Politica is buying from you, he's buying this from you. He's buying the enjoyment. He's buying the positive dividends of democracy from you. Therefore, when he goes here and makes decisions, whether good or bad, the only thing that would accrue to you is the negative. So essentially, he also turns this into negative. Either way, negative. And what does that mean? It means that when in the democracy, when you're supposed to be enjoying, there will be no light or electricity, no light, no good roads, okay, i.e. no infrastructure. Remember, you've taken stomach infrastructure instead of physical infrastructure. No security, because he spent the money looking after his own, making sure that he's secure. What is he trying to secure himself from? Because he needs to secure himself, because he knows that at some point you're going to realize that he has swindled you. So he would use the money to protect himself. Okay? These are the things that we need to explain to the man on the street. We need to explain this to the masses so that we can start winning them one person at a time, that would recognize that to sell my vote is to sell the enjoyment that I'm supposed to enjoy from the democracy. Like I always say, the poor man is poor. He is not stupid. The poor man is illiterate. The illiterate is illiterate. He is not stupid. I have explained this to someone before and they got it. Please, let us explain as agitators, as people who think there is it's possible for Nigeria to be better. Let's explain it. Let's take the time. Let's stop ignoring the masses and expecting them to do the right thing. They need to we need to explain the game to them. You see, this is what they think. This is what they think politics is all about. You see, they don't care about this. They don't even know where that is. You see, they don't even know anything about this. You're the one talking about the benefit of democracy, the dividend of democracy. They don't even know what you mean by dividend. They don't even know that their vote is it's an investment instrument. This is something that you use to invest in the future. So that's what, you know, we don't see them. We'll see them every now and then. So they give them 500 naira. And they take the 500 naira. Instead of the possible 500,000 that could accrue to an individual over a 4-year period. Let's wake up and let's work to help the masses make the right decisions. The masses are the savior of this nation. The agitators are the ones who can educate the masses, who can enlighten the masses, one person at a time. Thank you for listening. Chris Araga.